Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RanDOTA. As always, I am D, your host for the show where the meta doesn't matter. And I just decided to cast this. This is it. This is another live game from the GESC Indonesia. This is game 2 of the 3-game series between Team Infamous and the Final Tribe. Now, we've seen Infamous around a little bit, mostly because they were at TI7. They didn't do so hot, but they did okay. Final Tribe is new, and they've actually got at least two members of one of the more recent alliance squads, namely Yonesumfan and Hanskin. So far, though, we've got a couple of good picks. Infamous picks up the Death Prophet, the Elder Titan, and the Disruptor. Up against Final Tribe's Chen, Ancient Apparition, and Lifestealer. Now, the Death Prophet and the Disruptor were on Infamous last game. I didn't cast that one just because I came in like 20 minutes in. Whereas the Chen was also on Final Tribe last game. I do not remember who played it. And there's a Terrorblade. Always fun to see one of him. So they've got some good ability to lock down with Disruptor, Elder Titan. Let Terrorblade get in and sunder when he needs to. Death Prophet, of course, very effective at sieging towers. So they've also got a lot of good push in that case. Because again, Death Prophet with Exorcism, Terrorblade with Metamorphosis and his images. But Final Tribe has a lot of good gank potential mixed in with theirs as well. Because Chen, great push because he's got his army. And of course, Lifestealer can just jump in and be like, hey, you know that Chen creep you were going to kill? Oh, hey, it's a Lifestealer. Picking up the Tinker, so they've got more split push there. Always good to see. I'm not a huge fan of the Tinker, but that's just playing as him.
5 seconds remaining.
They're into the final bands.
Team back.
Bat Riders. Fun band.
Seconds remaining.
Final band coming out for Final Tribe.
5 seconds.
We'll find out who this is.
Dire team pick.
Nyx.
Radiant team pick.
The Centaur Warrunner of the Final Tribe or their final pickup of the Final Tribe.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Come on, we're down to the final pick. I'm not sure who's going to be playing what. But this should be an interesting one. My guess on Final Tribe is that Jonas Fan is going to be in the Lifestealer. Not sure who else, though. Also, anybody ever get the feeling that that little animation there for Terrorblade is kind of a come at me, bro? Or a what? What?
You may now select your heroes.
Night Stalker! Oh, I guess I was wrong. Oh. But yeah, the Night Stalker, that's an interesting pick. His, again, a lot of good ganking potential. Holy hell, that's an awesome set on Terrorblade. Not so much a fan of the weapon, but... Alrighty. So, Final Tribe won the second game, or the first game. According to the casters, because I watched that. I watched a good chunk of that game. I didn't cast it again, like I said. Apparently, near the beginning, Final Tribe was... I mean, they had a lead from the start, but apparently there were some shaky moments. We'll see how this one goes. This thing you see here, like, for him and these, that is for the new Dota Plus subscription thing.
Prepare for battle.
We'll see how it turns out. I'm still on the fence about a couple of things, but it mostly doesn't seem too bad. Is it a full 5-man smokeout? Yeah. I mean, Final Tribe didn't pick up Invoker, so they can't scout with a Sunstrike. There's a ward placed down. He's not going to spot it. Ooh, he pinged it. Or, no, he got pinged. This is an interesting start already. Alright, Jazz Pony. That is a really cool looking axe.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, and that's the infused version of the axe, is proven. We'll introduce the teams once everything settles and we know where everybody's going. Of course, this being a pro game, there's always the good chance that we're going to have rotations within the first 2 minutes. Although, to be fair, we've already beaten one thing on the pro scene. Namely, we haven't had an immediate pause. I make jokes about that a lot, but it really does happen an inordinate amount of times. Oh, well, so far, they're skipping the top rune. I was gonna say, they're ignoring their top bounty rune. What? I mean, I guess it builds up over time like it used to, I don't know. Alright, so Infamous already making possibly a small error. Let's go ahead and introduce the teams though, shall we? First off, for Infamous, we got Schofield on the Elder Titan in the top lane. Currently helping out Minaz on the Terrorblade. What set is this for the Terrorblade? I gotta find that out real quick. Baleful Hollow for the weapon and the shoulder plates. Wings of the Marauder and the Demon Form, and then of course the Fractal Horns. They're up against Frost for Final Tribe in the top lane. He's actually soloing right now. Mostly because Henskin, formerly of Alliance, now of Final Tribe, in the jungle playing the Chen. Mid lane for Infamous, we got Miku playing on the Disruptor, helping out P4 Pita, also just called Pita, who draws first blood by killing Era's Tinker in the mid lane. But yeah, Pita on the Death Prophet. Then bottom lane, Jonas Fan, also formerly of Alliance, now playing for Final Tribe, on the Centaur Warrunner, up against Stinger, playing the Night Stalker for Team Infamous. Almost feels like I forgot somebody, but I don't think I did. Oh, Thunderstrike and Final Tribe actually pick up a turnaround kill by oh, I did. Namely Pablo. I'm sorry, Pablo. Playing on the Ancient Apparition. 4-team final tribe. Henskin chasing down Schofield, trying to get him. Cat. There. Sorry, one of my cats is being very needy. I kind of wish the Superman thing would keep going, but oh, Miku in trouble from Frost. Not gonna be able to make it out of there before the cold feet procs. Pablo gonna help out. Frost picks up another kill. This is gonna speed along him really quickly. And Schofield gonna make it out of this. Cold feet's not gonna proc, but it doesn't matter. Handskin actually picking up a kill there. Final tribe already taking it to Infamous just so quickly. The bottom lane's been quiet, but it's because everything's been happening up here at the top lane. We'll see if the bloodbath up here continues, because those 2 kills gonna help out Frost. He's down on last hits by quite a ways, but those 2 kills, again, you don't need as many last hits if you can keep killing people. Although, to be fair, it is high profile. Hi, kitty. Not sure what Schofield's plan here is, but we'll find out. Ooh, good setup stomp, but the soul devourer, or what? I don't know what it's actually called. Era managing to get off a good salve, drives Schofield back. What actually is that? Spirit Siphon. Why do I always forget that? I don't know. Pablo just trying to zone Miku back. He and Handskin in the forward in the woods. So jungle, that's the word. Meanwhile, Frost is trying to catch up. Minaz has actually moved into the jungle a little. PETA is really far out there. The top 3 farmers are all on the Radiant side, or all on Team Infamous side, which is actually good for them because they've got some pretty heavy farm needed. Meanwhile, Pablo taking down Miku, who's just having the worst luck right now. I mean, he's 0, 2, and 1. But Pablo's been involved in all 4 of his team's kills. Cold feet, and there's a stun. He's gonna be frozen here, and Miku's not. He just came back. That is brutal. Meanwhile, Era falls to PETA in the mid lane. Double edge from Unison fan. But PETA's just like, yeah, whatever. Hopefully this is the kind of thing we can expect to see coming up in TI8. I know that's a ways off, but still. I do kind of like Pilgrim. By the way, again, you can expect when I can for me to be casting the International 8, because it's a fun thing to cast. I'll try and stream it. We'll see. I have a new stream setup I need to figure out. Pablo currently taking over the mid lane. Yeah, Era's coming back. He's rushing his Soul Ring, which is a smart idea. We'll see if it pays off. Especially because now the top 4 farmers are split evenly. Just quick check on net worth. I mean, it's 645. Net worth is not a huge indicator, but it's good to check on now and then. Holy, look at Frost, 20 denies. Frost has denied 5 whole waves.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Stampede already online. Meanwhile, Yonasan fan fallen. Where was this? Oof. Little deep into enemy territory there, Jonas. Oh, there's the first exorcism.
Middle tower is under attack.
Not gonna be a great heal, but took off just under half the HP off that tower.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
My thrift reward.
Oh, Minaz walks uphill just in time to run into Handskin and Yonasan fan.
Radiant's bottom
Pablo, on the other hand, falls to Schofield, but we'll stick around for this just in case. Because the Terrorblade, Minaz is almost in trouble. He was almost in trouble there, but where? Pablo fell near the mid lane.
This sustains. Go remains.
Dire's middle tower.
I think it's the first bounty rune Stinger he's picked up all game.
Structures are fortified.
And he's their off lane farmer. Actually, no, he's their safe lane farmer. What am I saying? Darkness comes out. Is Peta gonna? Peta is not gonna make it either. Frost just guts her, or him. Meanwhile, Hanskin taking down Minaz. Using a penitence, really the only thing. Although Yonasan fan did manage to get some stuff in, so some damage in there. I do kind of like the little robot courier. Tinkbot. Up against the Hawk. Tori, the Sky Guardian. Henskin making sure to go over and get some good aura creeps going. Let's see. Holy Persuasion level 2, so yeah, you can only have 2 max.
Penance.
Schofield finds himself in some serious trouble here. The tomato smacks him, and Hanskin picks up the kill. Good job from Pablo to come in like that.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Now, the tier 1 has fallen for final try, but
Radiant are scanning.
Infamous user scan near the bottom shrine. Ooh. They actually do get Minaz with the frostbite, but ooh, he gets off the Sunder. Not gonna matter though. That turned into a bloodbath there. As Stinger, Pablo, Minaz, and Yonasan fan fall. Oh, the glimpse back onto Hanskin. He's not gonna make it out of this. Schofield and Miku are just going to town, and they get that kill. There's still the army left, but not for long. Darkness coming back. And you gotta remember that Infamous are fighting for their slot right now. I don't know if this is single elimination or a lower bracket or what, but
Is under attack.
this is game, like I said, this is game 2 of 3 if they need a third.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Trust me, I know how to handle such power.
I'm wondering how much of this damage was done by the creeps. Ooh, smoke in. Night Stalker. Jonas and Fan is in trouble here. Can't even get out of the Stampedes just to get out of the kinetic field, but he gets glimpsed back into it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There goes a Crypt Swarm, and that helps take him down.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Meanwhile, Pablo, Hanskin, and Frost are just like, okay, you killed our Centaur. We're gonna take the bottom tier 1.
Dire's top tower is under
Ooh,
attack.
Schofield and Miku. They're getting right behind Era. Can they catch him? They get the silence with the Static Storm to sleep. He's just trapped in there. He's gonna get smacked down. Oh, that's bad news for Final Tribe, because without a Tinker, without that
Dire's
Tinker,
top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
a lot of the split push is gone. Ice Blast coming up. Schofield and Stinger in the Roshan pit, but oh, Earth Splitter is gonna basically just destroy Jonas and Van. Pablo gets glimped back. He's trying to find somewhere to deny himself, but not gonna happen. The stomp from Schofield knocking him down. Era is back and doing his job, so. Get in here just as Stinger falls to Frost, who is currently just wandering around. Ooh, Hanskin going down. The Dragon Lance is going to help Miku, but question is how much. Oh, they're just chasing that. They're trying to get Miku here. Or Minaz, I'm sorry. Frost comes out and just blows up Minaz with the explosion. Miku falls as well to Era. Double kill on Era as he takes down Schofield, so they just wipe out the lane. And that was without this. That was without. Wait, no, Tinker was there. What am I saying? That was without the Chen. Some of the Chen army, I think, was there, but they got eaten.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Hanskin's gonna have to run
Are fortified.
because PETA's here or nearby. So the tier 2 does survive for now on the bottom lane. Question is for how long. Final Tribe are only really down by 1 tower right now, so, and that's down by a tier 1. Question is, are they gonna find Stinger here? Darkness just wore, the night just wore off, but darkness just comes right back out. Oh, Era can spot him, but Stinger is being helped out by the Titan Spirit. Centaur comes off with this Stampede. Hold on. I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit. Schofield having to run.
Tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
This is the kind of split push I was talking about with the Terra Blade, where he just starts sending his own loot. It's basically the same thing that Naga Siren did, or does. Minus the ability to just reset a fight. Or an entire fight. Terribly can always reset his own fight with his Sunder, but...
Radiant are scanning.
Once again, Infamous used their scan, but they just kind of scan off into the forest. I mean, that is a good hiding spot right there, but... You still want to be careful about using your scan so much. It might be that you kind of need it eventually. Oh, that's unfortunate. They know the smoke is happening now. They don't know exactly where, but they saw...
Tower is under attack.
They saw Frost jump into Jonasum Fan. They don't know it was him, but...
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Now, Jonasum Fan does have his Blink Dagger, so he can just jump onto somebody whenever they find them. Problem is, they gotta find them first.
Dire are scanning.
Ooh, Final Tribe find... Well, they find a couple people, they don't know who. Ice Blast coming out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Not really gonna do anything. Luckily, Ice Blast is on a very short cooldown nowadays. The stomp actually stops the retreat of the Chen.
Is under attack. Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Minaz picking up the Aegis as Infamous sneak in and steal the Roshan. Well, not steal, but sneak in and take it. Miku followed a Unison fan, so already this fight started off bad. They don't have their disruptors, so they don't have any of their big AoE denial except for the Earth Splitter, which lands on 3. Frost dodged it through the infestation, but
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under
Schofield's in at the Titan Spirit Unison fan, just kind of distracting the enemy. The enemy creeps.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Era just jumping around, making sure the push doesn't get too big against his team, so...
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
This is already a lot closer than it was in the last game. Ooh.
Radiant's middle tower.
3-man smoke. Are they gonna... They're not gonna find him. The best... Actually, they might get a better prize. They might get Minaz here. Minaz gets stunned up. Out comes the Lifestealer and just... They blow up the Aegis. Stunned for days. In comes the Ice Blast. Minaz dead already. That was a surgical kill. And without Terrorblade, Infamous are going to have to retreat because he's their main damage source. I mean, Death Prophet, yeah, she's good at dealing damage, but not quite as good as a Terrorblade. That said, Pablo gets found. Hold on. Stomp comes out. Pablo's asleep. He's getting sent back. And the guy comes out. Oh, Earth Splitter does not land thanks to the Holy Persuasion recall. Out comes the Exorcism for the team fight. They do find and kill Unison fan. Oh, PETA getting netted. Can they stop this fight? Or can they halt this fight? Schofield taken down by Frost. They have not yet really... So that fight did not go quite the way that Final Tribe wanted it to, but it still went good for them. Or it still went well for them. Hanskin just pausing for quite a while here. Oh, they know. Jonas and Van and Era both come in. And there's a Frost hidden inside the Jonas. And that comes up. They get the courier! Almost. Meanwhile, they do find PETA and Frost gets that one, so... Frost has taken over on the net worth chart.
Radiant's middle tower.
Stinger might be their next target. 2 seconds to the net. They've got 2 nets ready from the Dark Troll Summoners.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, they find Schofield. And he gets shattered by Pablo while Jonas and Fan distracted them after getting stomped.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And the tier 2 is gone on the mid lane, so Final Tribe, they're already pushing pretty hard. They're taking down a pair of tier 2s and taking the tower lead. Oh, that's bad news. Frost is already is up to a Radiance at 24 minutes.
Tower is under attack.
So Frost is going to be incredibly hard to dislodge from the fights.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Jonas and Fan waiting in the wings for the jump in. Meanwhile, Frost dodges the tower, dodges the stomp, and gets the tower. Meanwhile, Minaz took down the tier 1 on bottom. Okay, yeah. Echo Stomp misses. Kinetic Field thrown out as well, but nothing gonna happen there. Ice Blast coming in. That's gonna land on Miku, who's actually in a bit more of a threat than you'd expect. So he needs to get to 11%, so he needs to get down to, well, he needed to get down about 200 more HP, so he was fine. Frost falls to PETA down on the bottom lane, and Infamous are instantly on the hunt, while Final Tribe are on the run. Jonas stops the stomp, and gets recalled. Missiles come out, not gonna actually hurt anybody. Pablo comes in and just gets destroyed by PETA. Excuse me. Homing rockets coming out. Is this gonna be rocket spamming?
A gift from the Tempest of Battle.
Oh, Miku fell into Era. Where was this? At the Dire top room. Not sure why Miku had been up there, but hey. The problem for Infamous right now is a combination of the Chen army and the Tinker. Oop, did not mean to click that, but because anywhere the Chen army appears, the Tinker is not far behind if he wants to be. Roshan is back, so almost awake, but he's never technically asleep, so. Double damage on Minaz, so he's gonna be just. Well, actually, they don't have any armor reduction, so. Oh, Stinger, you're in trouble now, man. In comes the Tinker, the stun, and just destroy Frost, and the rest of the team just destroys Stinger. But he actually did exactly what he needed. He created the space for the rest of his team and Minaz to take Roshan. Minaz taking up another Aegis. Meanwhile, PETA has the G's. But how much longer can they hold? Yes, they've got the Aegis, but they were also dealing with a Tinker who's not willing to commit to a fight and just jump around, and a Lifestealer who's willing to jump in and tear some faces off, which is a dangerous combination, of course. You have to choose which one you react to and how you react to it. Oh, Jonas and Phantom Frost find Minaz, but yeah, I was gonna say sundering a Lifestealer is not a great idea because he can just steal most of it back if you get stunned up. And Minaz is taking a ton of damage here. He's already come back from death once with that Aegis, and Jonas and Van is just like, okay, I'll keep charging. Excuse me. Frost throwing his rage out. He doesn't have a blink dagger though, so they at least took the Aegis off them. So while they didn't get any good kills, they didn't lose anybody.
My thrift rewarded.
Ooh, Minaz finds Frost. And they also found Jonas and Van. This could be bad for Final Tribe, because those are their main gank sources and their main damage. Yup. So right now, Infamous kind of want to throw everything they got at a lane. Yes, the Tinker is still up, but he is not as big a deal in terms of damage. Although that was a good frostbite, so there's going to be quite a bit of damage done. Not enough to kill anybody yet, but nothing there to stomp on. Unfettered malevolence. Another double damage rune for Minaz. And an Eye of Scotty as well, so he's going to be very hard to get away from. Full team smoke from Infamous. Can they find something? They know Frost is around here somewhere.
Radiant are scanning.
They miss him just barely. He's going to actually escape. Although, maybe. Minaz and Schofield heading south. But Frost didn't actually go that way. Oh, he just did. He's in trouble now. The Sunder comes off. And the Stampede comes out.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's starting to look like Infamous is actually in more control here, even though they have less towers. And kills, even.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Question is going to be now, who makes the first move? Because whoever can get some super creeps going is going to have an easier time, of course. Okay, so that's the effective natural order. It's good they put in a little aura marker on that.
Invisibility.
Ooh, this is a good initiation tool, especially if Frost has... Yep. So we've got an invisible Frost Bomb. Or an invisible Centaur Bomb. Just sitting here watching a fake Terrorblade farm up real quick. What the? Sorry. PETA taking down Pablo in the bottom lane. So there's no global presence and no hard lockdown, super hard lockdown coming for Final Tribe, but
My thrift rewarded.
Unison Fan is in trouble. I have Scotty's doing tons of work, but they just cannot keep up with him. Glimpse back for Era. He's stuck there. He's in the Static Storm. He's gone, but he denies himself thanks to the Bloodstone. Meanwhile, Schofield falls,
Dire's middle tower is under
but that looks like what Infamous wanted. They've got their move.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Lotus Orb comes out.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Well played by Infamous. They're pushing pretty hard here. Because again, like I said, they're fighting to stay in. They also take the first half lane of racks, and the range barracks
Tower is under
are down
attack. Radiant structures are
to
fortified.
less. It's down to 50 HP. Let's say if those catapults had gotten off one more shot, it probably would have been the end of it. Oop, sorry. My hand hit the wrong keys for a second there. Jonas using Stampede. I think it looks like what they're going to go for is maybe try and take super melees on the mid lane for themselves. Or they just want to try and get a gank going here. Let's see, despite still being ahead on kills, all of a sudden, Final Tribe are realizing they might have a real fight here. Okay, it looks like what they're gonna try and do is, oh, the stun bomb does not work out, thanks to that BKB. Peter just turns around and starts eating. So if you're It's like a soul siphon, or spirit siphon. Spirit siphon is the person who did it in the first place. At the same time, that's kind of pointless. Handskin, meanwhile, fallen not too far from here. Stinger goes next. So there goes Miku, who's both Stinger and Miku have already bought back. They do get Pablo eventually. Jonas and Ben goes as well. Schofield is badly injured. Frost is gone. The only one left alive is the Tinker, and he is out. He is just not anywhere near there. I think what happened was Final Tribe, they kind of expected that they could still stand 4-on-5, but at this point in the game they can't. They just can't. We'll see how this turns out, but this Roshan is going to be dead soon. And that means Cheese, Aegis, and a Refresher Shard, which goes to the Death Prophet. Smart choice. Because that gives you the old double cast of Exorcism trick. Scythe of Vice, just to kill a Chen creep.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks.
Tier 2 on the top lane is gone. Dire... Ooh. Mid lane Arax is gone. Miku does fall, but that's kind of trying to put a bandage on a dismemberment. I mean, yeah, you can do it, but trying to put a band-aid on a missing arm, that ain't gonna help much. Glimmer Cape. Ooh, not a great call, Jonas, but he's still alive. Breaks the Spirit Siphon just from range.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Handskin, where? Oof. Era takes down Schofield, but gets taken down himself. So, Minaz, what are you doing, man? Peter with another double kill onto Pablo. That's another 4-man team wipe. The only one still standing is Frost, and he is just not, again, nowhere near. They could use him, though, because the mischance from Radiance. I mean, 17% is not huge, but
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom
oh, I forgot Final Trade actually had a tower left, and they just lost the last of their other towers. So Minaz leading the charge here. He wants this tier 3 gone. Glimmer Cape and Force Staffed out, so he's gonna be okay.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
Invisibility.
Sorry about that. Handskin does fall. This is also why you should never cast while tired.
Radiant are scanning.
Jonas Van with a haste rune coming in. Yeah, Radiance does affect things around you even if you're buried in somebody. That Rod of Atos is not a bad choice, except that it's not really doing much here. Oh, Minna is taking a ton of damage, and there goes the Aegis. but it took them this long to take him down once. I don't think they've got what they need to do it again. Especially since Sunder's now on a 5-second cooldown. Reflection is on a 6-second cooldown. He's got extra health and move speed. Minaz taking down Jonasum fan there. And there goes the top melee. Oof. Era, Pablo, they're gone. Era buying back. Peter keeps saying well played, but he's only saying that to his team. He's not trying to surrender. Glimmer Cape and Minaj just walks away. Sunders Miku. Which makes sense. I mean, Minaj is their front line. Kinetic Field keeps Frost out of the fountain. They got 2 lanes of full racks down now. Miku goes down.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Are they going to wait for the next Roshan? Because he's not up for more than 2 minutes. Again, sorry about some of the dead air. You know what? Actually, no.
Dire are scanning.
Scanning to check on if they're fighting Roshan again, but Roshan's not up for another minute 40 at best. Sorry. Oh, what the f... Yeah, I just noticed Minaz's item. He's picked up a rapier. This is mildly insane. I don't know what he's thinking here. Because, yeah, he's hard to kill, but he's not invincible. Although that being said, he now has a double damage rune, so he's doing so much damage right now. Sunder, or not Sunder, but that was the Lotus Orb, just starts blasting through, takes out 2 in an instant. Frost has to run, he can't stand up to this. But he's gonna be able to escape. Or he was for a second there. Stinger picking up that kill. All of Final Tribe have fallen. And they're gonna bow out here. Not a bad call, considering, again, Minaz with a Divine Rapier. That turned out brutal, folks, and again, I'm sorry that wasn't a great cast on my part. If you enjoyed, thank you. But please be sure to like or favorite the video. You can also leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say. And if you want to keep up with me, never send you my current series, and please feel free to subscribe to the channel. That does help me out a lot, and I really do appreciate it. As for that, folks, I have been D. This series is going to 3 games between Infamous and the Final Tribe. Until then, good night, and good gaming.